If every pastor at a church in your church got sick in one weekend and couldn't make it in, and they called, this is actually a serious question.
Okay.
And they called your name up last minute. Hope, could you come up and talk for 30 minutes to the congregation? What do you think you could share about from the heart that's happened that you'd be like, yeah, I could talk for 30 minutes on this to these people?
I mean, the scary thing is I could probably talk for 30 minutes on anything. So let's be clear.
But it is church, so this is not Starbucks.
Necessarily mean.
So everybody gather around because I'm going to tell you a story about what Nancy said the other day. And
I could talk about the moon. I could talk about all kinds of things. No, I mean, I think having grown up in church life and been following Jesus for, almost 25 years now, there's a lot that I've walked. And I think it's always easy for me to very quickly just talk about the faithfulness of God. There's something that's really beautiful. Eugene Peterson talks about the long road of obedience, like just staying on the road of obedience with Christ. And there's something about, every mile marker that you walk with the Lord, you're able to turn around and go, I see your faithfulness there. I see, even if it didn't work out the way that I wanted it to, I can't deny that you were there. You were with me. You were faithful. Your word was still true. And I think for me, that's something that just lives within my being at all times. Like, I'm constantly reminding myself of God's faithfulness and wanting to remind people of God's faithfulness. Faithfulness doesn't mean we get everything we want. Faithfulness means that his word remains true, that he remains with us, and he does what he says he's going to do. Not in our timeline, not in our time frame, or in the wish and wants and desires that we all want, but it is always true. And I think there's something, if you get off the road at mile marker 11 because you're just disappointed and frustrated that God hasn't shown up the way that you wanted him to, well, you don't know that mile marker 30 was the place in your story where God was going to be like, see what I did there?